Hey guys, so today it's finally starting to feel like spring in Canada. It's now the second day that's pretty warm. The snow's gone, thank God, and so I kind of want to take advantage of the next couple of warm days by decorating for spring. For March break, my husband and I both decided to go to the Royal Botanical Gardens here in Canada. They had an event going on called Alice in Bloomland. So basically, it was just a lot of Alice in Wonderland themed kind of gardens for you to look through. It was incredibly inspiring to me, and I just have decided to take some of the things that I saw at the special event and kind of recreate it in my own house. While there, we also stopped at IKEA, so there were just a couple of things that I picked up. One of them being this. I've had my eye on this for a very long time now. But every time I go to IKEA, I always pass it up thinking, oh, I'll just DIY it myself. But honestly, for $30, might as well just pick it up and then I can put it on to one of my walls in the kitchen. I think it'll go really nice, and it just kind of is a nice reminder of spring and plants growing. The next thing I got at IKEA was just some utensils, some plain old wooden utensils. I have a vintage crock pot, but I don't have a whole lot of wooden utensils to put in it, so I just got two of these. They're a couple dollars each, just to kind of fill out the container a little bit more, and I also use them. So that was it for IKEA. So we've had the same bedding for about 6 years now, so it's definitely time to switch that out. So we went to another store nearby, and I just picked up some bedding. So what I got was a quilt, some sheets, this duvet cover. Now, this duvet cover is actually a king, and we have a king size, or a king, but we have a queen size bed. I'm gonna make it work anyways. I think if it fills out a little bit more, it's not gonna be the end of the world. And because this is a king size, I had to go and get another king sized filler duvet. So yeah, let's start making the bed. So I'm gonna try a little hospital corner here. So what you wanna do is you wanna have excess on the bottom as well as excess on the side. This here is a good length. So what you're gonna do first is you're gonna take the fabric at the foot of the bed. You're going to tuck it in, try to get it nice and tight. And then on the side here, you're going to take some fabric on the bottom. You're gonna flip it up. You're gonna see it's gonna make kind of like a little triangle or half triangle. You're gonna push it up, and then this excess here, you're going to flip it. And then this, you'll fold down, and then you'll flip this in. So this here is just purely decorative for the shams. What I do is I find that one pillow, again, these are just old pillows that I don't use because these are just decorative, but to make it fill out nicely, instead of just using one, I stuff two in there. So I love neutral, but I still feel like something is missing, and especially for spring. So I think I'm gonna add this and see how this kind of green blue color goes. So next I'm going to work on the tablescape. This I got inspiration from the event, especially the tea time area that they had set up. I really liked how they used vintage china glasses. So I decided to use my grandmother's that were passed down to me and kind of give that old vintage kind of whimsical look. And then I just went ahead and I used moss that was left over from my wedding decor just to give it that earthy kind of wild look, and I think it's very spring-like as well. And then I just had eggs and bunnies and all that kind of stuff just to make it a little bit more Easter. So this is perfect for an Easter dinner. One other thing that I got for the spring refresh is some seeds. So it's probably about time that I at least get these started. There's instructions on the back of how to germinate. So I think that I'll be starting these today as well. The plan ultimately would be that I would have a larger, almost kind of maybe like a planter or maybe like a barrel type planter. Put that on the porch. So we're planning on doing a porch, like basically building one from scratch on the back. Right now we have a tiny little puny deck. We want to get like a nice big one where we can have tables and chairs and be able to sit out there and have meals. So the plan would be to put a bigger planter out there, put the herbs in it, and then that way I can just pop right out from the kitchen if I need them. And then I think what I'm also going to do, depending on how many I actually am able to get out of these, is make smaller ones to give to family and friends as well. So one of my favorite things at the Alice in Bloomland exhibit was the kind of arching archways with blooms. So they had them over seats, they had them over benches, they had them in entryways, and that's the last DIY I want to try in my own house. So this is a noodle, spray painted, just so that it blends in a little bit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some of this wisteria that I have, and I'm just gonna make an arch over my entryway and living room. And that is my Alice in Wonderland inspired spring decor. It's perfect for Easter, and it's getting me really, really excited for the next few months as things start to warm up and come alive again. Anyways, thanks for watching.